Hello everyone, I'm Javier and today is Thursday and I'm accepting Luigi Candelori's challenge that I had to make a cocktail for today's challenge. I'm not a bartender by any means, shape or form. I'm an aficionado, but I love cocktails. And today we are going to be doing my version of the old fashioned. First I'm going to start with the orange, and I'm going to brulee the orange. The reason that I brulee the orange because our old-fashioned that I'm going to do today is going to be a smoked old-fashioned. So I'm going to use hickory chips, and basically the hickory chips, this is something I learned from my good friend and bartender at Judy's, Amanda, who is a graceful bartender, and she used that a lot. But I have also learned this from other bartenders in town, such as at Belvedere. You had bartenders like Brian at the Reading Distillery. You had individuals at No-No's, West Reading Tavern, Willoughby's. I mean, if I forget any of you, I know time is hard, and what we're doing at this point, this is basically to honor you guys, because I know this is what you do for a life, and this is perfect. And I love what you do for us. So now I have the brulee oranges. I'm only going to do one side of it. In the meantime, I'm just going to get the hickories. And I just get regular hickories that you get at the restaurant store, even at the grocery store, you could get them. So I'm going to try to lit this babies up. And basically, without burning your hands, what you want to do is get this really going. Once the fire is going really nicely, I'm going to get my cups. And then my cups will have to be frozen. I hear that if they're frozen, they really stick, the smoky flavor sticks to it. So I want to make sure that this is really going. And we'll see what happens. Alright, I think that's about enough. So let's see. I have my glasses here. I'm not even going to blow on them, I'm just going to leave it like that. Alright, so that's going for that. So today we're going to use Woodford Reserve. I love Woodford. Woodford's Kentucky straight whiskey, bourbon whiskey. And they call it Woodford because it comes from the Woodford County in Kentucky, you know, since 1812. We also going to be using the bitters. The bitters that I'm using today is actually Woodford Reserve, and these bitters are also aged in a bourbon barrel, and it's gentian root. Bitters are basically alcohol and aromatics to create this sense of bitterness, which accents most of the cocktails. But gentian root, what I find that interesting is that it allows you, it helps with liver functions. So I find it ironic that we're going to be using something to be drinking alcohol, which is going to have an impact in the liver. But anyway, you're healthy with that. All right, I think I'm good here. So I'm just going to get this aside. I'm going to put this here. And what we're going to do is we're going to use my oranges. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to use sugar cubes. One is enough. Smells delicious. I'm going to use about two drops or three, a bitter or 4 or 5, you know. I like bitters. Alright, so that's good. Then I'm just going to use a little bit of the bourbon here to get this going. And my model is here. I'm going to just crush the sugar a little bit and get the essence of the orange out. Alright, and I think that that's pretty much what I need here. For this, I use a bowl of ice. I noticed that using a round or a sphere ball of ice, it gives me more control in terms of I'm going to have to use this. And it keeps the drinks cooler longer. So I'm going to put 2 ounces of bourbon. And that's it. Blend this mess a little bit here. Going to get this a little bit of cool off a little bit. Of course, I'm not going to use any more orange for garnish, but I like to use Luxardo cherries, and I'm going to keep my Luxardo cherries, and of course a rosemary for our garnish. And there you go, Luigi, my version of the old-fashioned. Enjoy.